Hi everyone, my name's Anne-Marie. Welcome to this card making project. In this episode we're going to use one kit from Griffin, and it's the Watercolour Floral Decoupage card kit. In the kit you get absolutely everything you could possibly need to make some fabulous cards. Everything I do use, even if it's just one kit, I always list it on my blog. Plus, there's hundreds of other projects and news and information and reviews on there. Please check my blog out. Please share, my crafty tutorials and projects, because that's how we spread the word about crafting. And if you think something's great and somebody else hasn't seen it, how would they know? So just, feel free to share. You can always comment on my blog and on Facebook where I can get back to you. I just can't always get back to you on YouTube because I've got a glitch on my account that means my replies and comments sometimes get deleted for no reason. So if I don't reply to a question on YouTube, just ask it on Facebook. So next, let's just get on with this because this is a great card. Something a bit different, and it's taking your watercolour card kit slightly more advanced. So you're going to need a craft knife. I should have said that actually. So the first thing we need is our base card. Now, as always, I'm going to use my bone folder to make sure I've got a nice sharp crease along the side of the card. Even though it's in a card kit, where they're manufactured and scored, folded. But, it's up to us to make sure that's a nice, neat fold. Before I forget, on the back of Anna's cards, the ones in the kits and the pre-printed ones, it says handmade by on the back. This is where you write your name. So when you're giving your card to somebody, they will say, oh, Anne-Marie made this card, or Chris made this card, or Janice made this card. So that's where you put your name, and then now we can start. So as always, we're going to do the inside first. So because we're using a full card kit, we're going to go quite simple with the insert, but it will show you how to add the insert, and this is how I do it. So we've got the insert here ready. Now you can either use your bone folder, your tape runner, or just flat tape. In this instance, I'm using flat tape. So I've taken the back of my tape away, and I'm just going to butt the card insert up to the inside of the card, fold. So they're along the same line. Then I can take away the top of the tape on the top section of the insert. I can fold the card over and then take my bone folder again and just make sure that crease is nice and sharp. And the insert is now in the card. Now, because this is me and I like to just, change everything, I'm adding some of the florals from the actual watercolour card kit. And what I thought was I would add one to one side of the inserts. I think we'll take that one to the top actually. There we go. You can always trim it if you think they're too long, but I want to leave them intact for this one. And then I'm going to add one at the bottom as well. There we go. Just to kind of add just something a little bit different to the insert, just giving it a bit of colour. So now we can turn our attention to the outside. Now the outside of this card, I think, is probably for somebody a little bit more advanced with the card making. In the actual card kit itself, you get lots of layers, but what I've done is I've taken the other card that is the same design as this and I've cut it out. So with a craft knife, I've cut out the sections. I've added 3D foam on the back of it. And then I'm going to marry up the design on the card base, like so. So already we've got that layer and the shadow. And you can look at the shine on, like you can nearly see me waving. So next, one of the layers that matches the design in the actual card kit, I've cut out, and again using a craft knife, I've cut around the actual design on the layer. Instead of leaving it as a full layer, I've taken away sections of it and then added flat tape on the back of it, and I've kept the rose design. And now I'm going to just marry up a section of it over the design on the gold layer, if that makes sense. There we go. So you can see how that matches up. Next, I'm just going to start adding my decoupage. Now, you can build all the decoupage up, and what you do is simply go layer on layer. Anna has added all the instructions on the back of the layers for you to be able to add them together, and they're all numbered, and you just simply build them up. So I'm going to add my rose to, I'm thinking we'll go with this one first. I picked this one up first, and then I changed my mind and thought, no, we'll go with the other one, go back to that. So we match up the design underneath and build up the layers, and then we can add more flowers or less flowers. It just depends how we're feeling. And then I've added extra flowers from another sheet, and just to bring in a different colour, and I've got flat tape on this, even though I've created the layers using 3D foam. And I think this is the one that will go upside down or not. And I'm just going to add it just towards the top. There we go. And then I can add a sentiment. Now just bear in mind, this is all from the same kit, so the options you've got are endless to be able to make something that's just that little bit different, or create it as it is. It's completely up to you. And then I'm going to finish it off with a bow that's included in the kit. I do like these larger bows. And I know I've been asked by Charlotte to do things more with ribbon, and there's something coming up, I think it's next week, that's got ribbon in that's not pre-made bows, as it were. And I just want to mention Create again, because I'll probably mention it in every video now because I'm just so excited. But I'd just like to say thank you for your messages about it. I'm looking forward to meeting you all as well. And it's a very long journey for me across the pond, but it's going to be so worth it, and I am so excited. I really am. And that, now we've added our bow after I've interrupted myself, that's our card finished. Now, all coming from the watercolour card kit. Look how pretty the inside is. And it just matches perfectly to the outside. You've got the depth of all those flowers and the gold coming through from the layers. Stands up so well. That's definitely going on a mantelpiece. Just so pretty. That card kit is so versatile. That one and the Blooming Decoupage kit. It's just absolutely the stunning. If you get a chance to get that, please do, because you'll be able to make some amazing cards. Okay, so please check my blog for lots of other projects. If you've enjoyed this, please give me the thumbs up. Please share. You know how it goes. And I'd just like to say I do appreciate you watching, and each and every one of you. I just hope you enjoy them. So thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.